Number 7.
And what we were talking about before Tefty started roboting, I'm teaching my dad how to work the Xbox so he can watch Game of Thrones.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Did you show him how to stream porn?
No, not yet. I really don't want to have to download
Pat.
and a virus protection onto the Xbox.
Yeah.
Because knowing him, it'd be obliterated.
Knowing him, yeah.
Gosh, knowing him. Well, like originally today he wanted to watch True Detective because he loves detective mysteries, and I was like, I don't know, Dad, Game of Thrones, it's got titties, and he was like, I kind of want to just watch True Detective. I was like, okay, we'll
That's
see
fair.
where you are after you drink 2 glasses of wine. After 2 glasses of wine, he wanted to watch Game of Thrones.
Is that right? Game of Thrones, great entertainment, man. It's awesome.
Fantastic.
It's a good show.
It is.
It is, yeah.
Just naked people and rape and murder. It's not just that.
Yeah.
Not just that, but there's a lot of that.
It's just an occasional impaling, that's all.
Just every episode there has to be one of those.
By the way, we're missing Briar Rabbit because his internet is chokoronies, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Apparently he's only getting like 200 kilobytes up. So
everyone keeps saying Tefty is so little.
Yeah, it's because I'm hosting the call.
Okay.
Tiny Tefty.
I don't think there's any way to adjust.
I think we can start now, right? You can probably start the
so.
podcast.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Hello and welcome to the 70th Planet Destiny podcast, sponsored by Blue Microphones and Headphones. And today, Briar Rabbit has gone missing. If you see a wandering rabbit named Briar happening to be munching on stuff in your garden, we don't know where he is.
He's lost in the briar patch. We know that, right?
I think he went searching for better internet somewhere, which is why he had to be out. Seriously, though, his internet has been god-awful all week, and he messaged us today saying, yeah, this probably isn't going to work today. So, later.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you're left with us, and we know exactly what we're doing.
And boy, let me tell you, we got a great show, guys. What the hell are we going to talk about this week? We say this sarcastically, but this week it's like, oh Jesus.
No.
Yeah,
there is Stolen Will.
There's stuff.
Stolen Will. That was the first time.
Stolen Will, yeah.
Nightfall.
That's right.
That's right. The new one. Actually, the first time I've ever even seen the new strike.
I know, right? Everyone's been complaining, and rightfully so, that they haven't been able to get the strike to pop up in the just normal heroic strikes. And then finally, it's the Nightfall, and oh boy, people can farm their Stolen Wills.
Yep.
Yay! It's worth it.
Is it though? Is it? Is it? Yeah,
I have no experience with it, so I can't say.
It is not that good of a shot.
It's not good. It looks pretty, right?
It looks badass.
It looks beautiful.
It looks great. Sounds cool. But the perk selection on it is not. No.
Yeah.
The perk possibilities are pretty weak. But if you want to farm for one, now is the time to do it.
Now is the time to do
experience
it.
this strike. Now is the actual time to do it.
Nightfall gives you an actual possibility of getting the legendaries to drop, so you should definitely try and do that.
Hey,
there's a buff to it. Yeah.
Hey, Bungie, how about you do that Omnigul? Get Omnigul. Is that a possibility?
That's when people will be excited.
I would be excited about that.
Yes.
I would definitely be excited about that.
Yes.
Yeah, I want Omnigul to be the Nightfall. I think we've been waiting for that for a long time now. And let me tell you, that'll be the week that I really start playing some Destiny. haven't been playing that much.
You gonna hit that grind hard?
Yeah, have you guys actually been playing a lot of Destiny?
Mm-hmm.
I started playing again this week, once the Overwatch beta ended.
Okay.
Because when the beta's around, I'm just like, I want to play as much as possible because it's not going to be here soon. So when the game's actually out, I can balance my playtime a little better. But with just the beta, I was like, Overwatch only. But yeah, I started playing more starting Monday, did some Trials of Osiris, and just been trying to get my PvP back because...
Yeah.
That's 60 FPS, right?
It's
Throws
not
me
even
around
that.
a
It's
little
the
bit.
controls, like the look acceleration and just the
Mhm.
sensitivity and everything on Overwatch on console is so different to Destiny that
Yeah.
I went back and I think my aim was the worst it has ever been. Like the first time that I ever played an FPS, I think my aim was better. It was it was really bad. It was really bad. It was
Yeah,
awful.
it's. I mean, for me, I didn't play it as much because I'm one of these. I don't like to ruin myself on a beta. Like, not that I would actually ruin myself on Overwatch, but I'm just saying that for me,
Oh,
I don't
you
want to
would.
have that feeling, right? Well, I don't want to have that gnawing feeling of, oh man, I want to play this game, but it's gone.
I
I
have
never
a
experienced the
feeling
full
it's not
game.
It's like
That's what I'm saying. I avoided that specifically.
It's like a symbiote attached to the back of my head, just slowly pulsating and gnawing away at my brain, going, "Hey,
Yeah.
you should find some way to not do anything for 2 weeks, so then in 2 weeks you can just start playing Overwatch again." Sleep
That's
for
what I'm
2
saying.
weeks, it'll be fine.
That's what
I
I'm
think
saying.
it's even worse because I had access to the beta for so long and it was just
yeah.
like on my PC. I could go and play whenever I wanted. And now I'm like, I don't even have that anymore.
Oh, they took away that.
They took away it all. It's all gone. It's
That's
just
so
all gone.
rude.
So I would the other day I was like, okay, I've got like a spare hour. I'm gonna play over.
Nope.
Yeah. So yeah, I played it a little bit. For me, playing Destiny, like I pretty much play it just about every day. I get a few hours in. I like getting my rewards. I'm not pushing the 335 game really hard or anything like that. I'm just steadily gaining, just steady gains. I'm not interested in maxing out right away because then the summer's gonna come and I'm gonna be like, all right, well, I can get another LDR.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot to play. Yeah, No Man's Sky, June.
Yeah, I've been.
My God.
I don't know. I've been. I've really been wanting to play Destiny more, but I pretty much. I feel like I can only play it for the job things. Like I got to do my weapon review every week, which I should probably bump up to 2 since I'm doing just like short overviews now. Since I've reviewed every single gun in the game.
You've reached the end of Destiny.
I've beaten Destiny. I've reviewed every single exotic weapon in the game, and now I need to update reviews. But I really just cannot stomach doing full-on 10-minute reviews for each of the weapons, especially when I've done some of them like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, we
now you need to get every single legendary in the game.
Can we
That's
not?
true.
All of them.
Can we not? No.
Every single one.
I want a comparison between Longbow year 1 and year 2. Let's go.
Well,
right now, stat.
So what about the difference between? I think Longbow. Okay, so Longbow, I think it only holds 4 rounds. Yeah, Longbow only holds 4 rounds in year 2. It has a worse ammo stat. Still really good aim assist and stability overall. Why am I doing this?
Aim assist is really high.
Yeah.
Aim assist is really high.
It is, yeah.
But yeah, like I've been wanting to play more Destiny. But no, like the reason I actually haven't been is like the matchmaking. Like when I was watching the stream this weekend or on Wednesday, I was like, oh my God, this is so fucking cool. I'm going to go visit these locations in the game. And I started doing that. It's like, yeah, this is awesome. And you're just going around loving it. I'm like, oh, what? Yeah, I'm going to get some PvP. Oh, wait, shit. Matchmaking's been just
I
awful.
honestly haven't had the issues with matchmaking that other people have. I've noticed some lag more so in Control when it comes to lag. There seems to be 1 or 2 people with a red bar, but in Rift, I've found that it's been totally fine. And I was playing with a full group of subscribers yesterday, and obviously they're from all over the country, and there was not one person lagging. We had no like sweaty games. It's been nice. Pretty great over here. I don't know.
I guess I need to play something outside of Trials because I get like a really bad taste in my mouth after like we win 6 on the 7th, 8th, and 9th games. Like it just turns into this.
They start
sweaty,
coming
laggy.
from Russia and
it's
Spain.
always Spain. It
is always Spain. I mean, I'm very happy that
Destiny for you guys.
Is huge in Spain. It's like taking Spain by storm. But
that's awesome.
Yeah. I don't know. Okay. That's good to hear that other people are having some success in it. Well, I need to get back in and start
I need to give it
better.
Yeah, I need to play regular Crucible again because, like, I never use a shotgun. I need to start using shotguns a little bit more often because I feel like I'm getting into a pigeonhole of my play style when it comes to Crucible, and that's not good. You know, I need to like kind of branch out on that stuff. When we were playing Trials this weekend, I realized that a lot of the problems that Trials happens when you get to those sweatier teams is that the desire to win is obviously very high. So people are playing for security. There's a lot more security plays that are going on, and you get more teams rushing in with shotguns and holding the cap point. And if they just rotated cap points randomly, you'd eliminate 90% of that problem. Because if you had like 3 or 4 cap points that were randomly spawned in the map, depending on the match you're on, the likelihood of a team trying to just hold down one spot and get lucky would be a lot less. So you'd actually be forced to have some gunfights.
I really would like more gunfights in general in Destiny instead of me fighting against shotguns and snipers.
Primary
gunfights. Yeah.
It's called a primary. You're primarily supposed to use it, and secondary, you use that second after primary. But I would just love to have more primary gunfights. I like the change with the ammo that they were trying to bring down special in general, but for Trials of Osiris, like we said before, it doesn't affect Trials really at all. You pretty much have very easy access to special ammo, and I just want to fight people with my primary gun. I want some solid gun on gun action, not just I peeked and you were hard scoping there and now I'm dead, or I got lucky with my shot and now you're dead, or you ran at me with a shotgun and now I'm dead. I would much prefer it if we could just have some actual gunfights.
Yeah.
I miss it.
I think I would require primary weapons being like really worthwhile to use overall. There are some good primaries. Universal Remote.
Did you go up against a team like
Universal
that?
Remote is really good.
Did you go up against a team of 3 Universal Remotes hiding in Asylum?
Yeah, no, in Asylum we played against a team of 3 Sun Singers, all with Universal Remotes.
Oh my god.
That was a very quick game. That was a very quick game.
Those kind of matches just, again, it's like, I don't mean to say that if you want to win, you shouldn't play a certain play style, because there is more of a guarantee to effectively win that match if you play that way. It's just, is it exciting? Is it fun?
No.
For some people it is.
For some people winning is the fun, which is
Yeah.
Winning is the fun. They win, they have fun. But for me, it's like I don't put winning over the enjoyment of the actual game. So if I win, it's like, yeah, cool, that's great. But I much prefer to have interesting interactions with other players and interesting gunfights and some really close, like crazy games than just like, hey, so there's this team just like hard scoping in the back. We're going to stay here because we know that hard scoping comes down to the cap point and then just, I've just never found that kind of play style enjoying.
Yeah. It's difficult to play against, and it can be frustrating to play against, but it's
fatigues you,
as my old clan name and a red versus blue reference, it's a legitimate strategy.
It's a legitimate strategy
because clearly it's working.
It is a legitimate strategy. I just don't have fun playing that strategy, so I usually don't, and then I run in there and die.
I won't play that strategy, but going up against it sucks.
Yeah, when Gate Timekeeper, whatever is it, Timekeeper?
Mm-hmm. Timekeeper.
Yeah, Timekeeper was up. We had to win a few rounds that way because we spawned outside, and it came down to cap point, and I think we won the lighthouse game that way.
Mm-hmm.
It felt dirty and boring.
Hot potato Trials of Osiris. If you stop moving for more than like half a second, you die.
Your light is consumed.
Set on fire or something.
or let's take some samples from Overwatch here. How like some people's supers are basically hacks. Like Soldier 76 is an
he has
Widowmaker is a wall hack. What if like you stayed still for a certain amount of time? Your presence became more well known to someone else, so they could see like where you were. No, that would be horrible. That would be horrible.
It would be cool to have it as a mode.
I'm down for anything at this point.
As a mode, yeah. I think anyone's just down for like something new. Have you guys been doing Challenge of Elders that much?
Yeah.
No.
I have, yeah. It's fun.
How have you been enjoying it?
I have, except for the Cabal room. I think the Cabal room is garbage, but everything else is fun. I mean, it's fun to run with subs, followers on Twitch. I recently got another Her Fury that has SLR10, Snapshot, Hot Swap, and what was the third? I can't remember. I think it was another. Was that Eye of the Storm? I can't remember. But I posted on Twitter, Hot Swap. Somebody was saying that Hot Swap is more has more aim assist than Hidden Hand. Do you know that?
I had a theory about it when I first got my longbow.
I don't think there's any conclusive results on it right now because Hidden Hand says aim assist, right? It increases your aim assist.
Yeah.
And then
Hot Swap says
is accuracy. I believe aim assist it modifies the actual stat. And we have an actual numerical value. Thank you very much to the people.
Triple tap. It was triple tap. That's what it was. Yeah.
Basically, aim assist increases it by like 15, I believe, if I'm remembering that number correctly from the Crucible Playbook subreddit. They did some really thorough testing on it, and I hope I'm remembering that number right, so I don't look like an idiot. And basically, the way accuracy works, to my understanding, is that instead of modifying the aim assist, it modifies the way the reticle behaves and the way that your shot like moves in relation to your reticle.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
So if like you're getting hit during this is what I think here. If you're getting hit during hot swap, your reticle, your gun's going to actually point to where your reticle is. Your gun's going to shoot to where your reticle is pointing instead of like getting kind of knocked. Instead of like, you know, your reticle goes up and your bullet goes another way. At least I think that's
okay.
What it's.
So it makes it more accurate.
It makes it more accurate. Yeah.
The accuracy. Just experimenting with it so far. I haven't really taken it to trials or PvP, which I'm planning on doing tomorrow. It was the triple tap was the other perk, by the way. So the hot swap thing on an SLR10 Her Fury feels very sticky to me.
I still use my 1,000 yard with it on it, and it feels good. It feels very good.
It feels really good. I'm interested to see how it fares in some laggy matches to see if any of that can help at all, you know, with the game calculating bullets and all that crap. But I'm excited about it. It's a new toy that I got, and I got it from Prison of Elders. So I'm happy to be playing Prison of Elders. And get my rewards. Oh yeah, I put red on it.
Chroma.
I put a red chroma on it. It looks nice.
That chroma did look really nice.
It looks really nice.
So,
I think Her Fury has less aim assist than most of the snipers, right?
A little bit less.
Yeah, a little bit less.
If I remember.
Yeah, what is it? Do you remember?
Let's go here.
Let's get some factual evidence.
I remember looking through all of them, and I was like, "Oh, that's interesting. Her Fury seems to be less than the main snipers."
Oh, really? Aim assist value of 54, so a good middle of the pack. Good middle of the pack.
Compared to like what 70?
Yeah, like 70 plus like
longbow's like 69, right?
Yeah, like the
oh, isn't it?
I think so. Yeah. Zen Meteor is like 90. It's pretty dumb.
Zen Meteor.
So you guys know last week how I was talking about. I think I figured out the whole in-air jump sniping.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I got it. Like I got it.
Yeah.
I got it.
You got it.
I got it.
Awesome.
Like, I understand how to shoot with a sniper in air with an alarming amount of consistency.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah, so I'm going to do a video on how to do this, and then people are going to hate me for it. But you know, whatever.
Usher in a new era of jump snipers.
Pro tip: if you guys want to get a head start on it, get a sniper rifle with hot swap, because accuracy helps you shoot.
Boom! I'm so ready for this.
Accuracy helps you shoot where your reticle is.
I'll be your first student.
Okay.
I'll be your pupil.
I'm not accepting disciples at the current time, but
damn it! Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Okay. Cool.
Oh,
The
that's
hot
awesome.
swap
I'm
is
excited
the
to see
one.
that.
See, that's gonna be the perk everyone wants, and I'm gonna be like, I got that super
It's
early.
nice. You
It
got it
does
super
feel
early?
nice.
Oh, that's cool.
You have to get used to playing with hot swap. So you don't
Yeah.
just run around with your sniper out the entire time. You're running around with your primary and then you switch to the sniper.
Yeah. I've recently been going back to Blade Dancer and that quick draw. Oh my god, quick draw is so good.
That was really
Oh,
nice.
quick draw just it breaks me. So that like last word combo with the sniper, along with the quick draw. Now the hot swap. I'm excited to play that way.
Yep.
That's true.
Yeah, hot swap is a very fun play style, especially since you can shoot stuff from the air now as well.
It makes a lot of sense.
Tell me if you guys like this idea. I've been thinking about doing another series for the channel, where I don't play Destiny. I know, right? We're playing Destiny, but I'm trying to relate it back to Destiny in some form or fashion. And I'm thinking of doing like a better gaming through other games type deal, where like
Okay.
yeah, like or not just say better gaming, but bettering your game in one game by playing a different game. If that makes any sense at all.
That makes sense.
Just playing Overwatch, like, you know, it's a class-based shooter where certain classes 100% counter another class. So I don't know. I learned some really interesting movement-based things there, especially since movement is so restricted in that game. And I think I don't know. It might be able to translate over to Destiny. I'll
Cool.
see if that.
Yeah,
see if that
that'd be interesting. I know for me playing like when I would play Black Ops 3, whenever I would go there, because it is so hectic and you have to constantly be aware of everything that's going on. When I would go from there to Destiny, I would still be in that like hyper alert, gotta pay attention, gotta kill everything kind of mindset, that it made me better at Destiny for like a little bit. Till I get lazy and I'm like, oh, it's Destiny, I can relax.
Yeah.
But yeah, it did. So as you can totally do that. You can relay it to other games and be interesting to see what you do with Overwatch. For sure.
Yeah, well, I don't know the class-based stuff and how it restricts your movements. You know, Destiny is so movement oriented. And what Overwatch really taught you is proper map awareness. You need to know where your position is on the map so you can use your abilities to their maximum effectiveness.
Yeah.
So trying to translate that back into Destiny, there's really simple things like proper grenade placement for a map. That's something that would translate over well, or that's a skill that you would normally not use in Destiny, but then, you would use it, but then you become more hyper aware of it into Destiny. And then proper plays with a super, because you have to use your super a lot in Overwatch, but they're all very, very niche. Like May, you want to use that when there's on a control point, freeze the entire, and then use that in conjunction with something else, and doing the same thing in Destiny. With your supers there. I don't know, just bettering your game by playing stuff other than Destiny. Yeah, I think
I've actually felt that way. I felt that way about Halo 5. I've been trying to pick up a few games here and there in Halo 5 because Halo 5 for me,
that gun skill.
Yeah, feels like the gun skill is a lot more refined, especially in 60 FPS. Yeah. And after playing a few games of Halo 5, I come back to Destiny, and I feel like my aim has sharpened. But then I play more Destiny, it goes away. So I'm trying to actually get on a regimen where I play some Halo 5 offline to get better at it. You should try it, Holt. You should give it a shot and see what you think.
Halo 5 is fun.
That would require me getting Halo 5 and then installing it, and then I probably wouldn't work because my Xbox is now hooked up to the TV in my living room, as you guys probably remember from earlier before the podcast started.
And Dad's gonna be real mad
about taking away his Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. What other games on console have like really good gunplay? Because I'm
Battlefield 4. Yeah. Battlefield 4 is pretty solid.
It's
also
different
60
type.
FPS.
It's entirely different type of gunplay, though.
Yeah, there's a lot of recoil.
There's a
Yeah.
ton of recoil. There's bullet speed. You got to count for bullet velocity and bullet drop and all that stuff
For sniping, yeah.
for everything. For everything.
Well, isn't it most assault rifles?
Yeah,
whatever.
if you're everything.
The range
has-
you use an assault rifle properly is not going to have.
not going to really happen that much. But sniping, I don't know. Just
sniping you do for sure. But when you get one of those snipes that are like where you had to properly calibrate the aim,
oh yeah,
it's very exciting.
I know from date. I didn't play Battlefield much, but I played DayZ a bunch, which was on the Arma engine, and landing like a 2,000 meter snipe on someone who's across Electro going up the fire tower. You guys have no idea what I'm talking about, but it was amazing. It was amazing, especially when you do it with an iron-sighted Lee Enfield rifle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact is, just not a whole lot of console games right now that exemplify gun skill. Halo is definitely one of the top ones.
Yeah, it's like Halo and Destiny, and then.
Well, honestly, Destiny, I don't even think Destiny is really in that category because, first off, 30 FPS and the reliance on aim assist is incredibly high.
And the reliance on not actually shooting people, but you can go through a whole game just throwing grenades at people and smacking them, and you can come out with a lot of kills.
I remember Valley and a bunch of other streamers doing, we're going to go through this entire Trials card. Grenades and melee only.
Yeah, okay. Exactly.
Okay.
Right? You're not going to be able to go into a competitive match in Halo and walk out grenades and melee. You're going to get owned, Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I don't know. The reason I ask is I'm just thinking about other games I could add in for that series there, see if like maybe trying out different games that have different styles of gunplay could translate to, bettering your game in Destiny as well.
Mm-hmm.
I know if I tried sniping in one game like Battlefield and then tried to snipe in Destiny, oh no, that wouldn't work. That wouldn't work. I'd miss all my shots because they're not hit scan in Battlefield.
Yeah.
But maybe Overwatch can teach you like objective play, understanding the importance of playing with your team and playing the objective.
That is true.
Because that's all Overwatch is. You got to play the objective. 100%
Overwatch. If you want a team-based game, guys, I know Destiny, has some team-based moments and like trials and not really control, but it's basically trials. Sometimes salvage. Sometimes, go play Overwatch. Every single game's a team-based game. It's like, oh my god, the other team is all running bastions and they're all hunkered down. Okay, we need some Reinhardts and we need some we need some Reinhardts and some snipers.
Everyone switch to Genji and Tracer. Just like zip around them.
Yeah.
See, that's my thing. I didn't play a whole lot, but I played enough to be like, okay, if I queue solo and jump in and the other team just understands how to work as a team, the skill gap is very wide, very wide on it. Where
what I will say is that I play solo a lot in a lot of games. I don't know what it is. I just like having the freedom of like doing my own thing instead of being like, oh, this person has a loot box. We got to go and open his loot box. And I just want to sit down and just like play the game. And I played Overwatch a lot solo and I love it.
Yeah, it worked out for you?
I just love it. It is very team-based, but I think as people start to play the characters that they've always wanted to play and they're like, okay, I want to try something else now, they become a little more open-minded to trying the different classes and stuff, because that's how it was on PC. Like, people had gotten to the point where they had played everything because they've been in the closed beta for so long that it's like, oh, we need a healer. Okay, that's cool. I'll play Mercy. That's fine. Or, oh, we need a tank. That's cool. I've found a tank that I enjoy. So I think after a while, especially with the little tips in the corner saying, we don't have a tank, guys. We need one of those.
I did like that when you're building a team. It's like, hey, we're running all 5 Lucios. We need lots of other stuff.
Yeah. It's actually funny because when I was at Blizzard, they were talking about that. They said initially they didn't have that at all. And everyone was like running 5 tracers and they were running this and that. And it was like, as soon as they just put that little tip there, it completely changed everything.
Oh, that's really cool.
It's just
I saw that tip. I saw the tip a few times, but again, I didn't spend enough time in the beta to really explore all the different classes. Because again, I don't want it to go away, then have that hungry, gnawing feel of like, where's my Overwatch? So I'm definitely interested to try it out with that in mind and trying to learn the different classes. But right now, it feels very like, yeah, but I want to play McCree because it's so cool. The fanfire. Come on.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Like people are
Fanfire,
still
full
very much
fanfire.
so in that like,
Yeah.
oh, I saw Genji and he looks really cool. I want to play him. Or oh, Tracer's like the poster child of Overwatch. I want to play her. But
Yeah.
after a while, it's like most people are going to want to play other characters, and they'll most likely find at least one character in each class that they enjoy. Because the really good thing about Overwatch is they've done such a good job of making every character feel fun to play.
Yeah.
Like playing a character that you never thought you'd like, and then you're like, this is actually really fun.
Really fun.
It's really
Yeah.
fun. So yeah, people
Yeah.
ask me like, what's your favorite character? And I'm like, I don't know. I like all of them.
Just
I play them. I like
whatever.
them.
Yeah, I think that another reason why I'm interested in like making videos to kind of expand the channel a little bit. I'm just interested in editing something that isn't Destiny for once, because I did some Metal Gear Solid stuff a while back, and it was really fun just working with like footage that's in full 60 FPS. That's cool. And same thing with Overwatch. Full 60 FPS is I don't know. It's just fun to work around with.
60 FPS is just plain nice.
It looks
the
good. It looks good.
Uncharted 4 multiplayer is in 60 FPS.
Mm-hmm.
True.
And it's fun.
God.
It's fun.
God, I really hope Destiny 2, or whatever we're calling it now, is in 60 FPS.
I'm pretty sure it
Me
will
too.
be.
Yeah,
Saying
like-
bye-bye to old consoles. So
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously the fall expansion is not likely to bring 60 FPS, but a
Right.
new official next gen or current gen only release, I
Yeah.
really hope 30.
Mhm.
I mean, 60 FPS is the way.
Yeah.
And they get it locked in.
It will be at that point.
'Cause-
Like by the time that comes out, it's gonna be standard across the board. They can't be like, "Hey,
Yeah.
here's Destiny 2 with 30 FPS." I don't think that would.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
No.
I'm
Enjoy
I'm
Trials of
playing
Osiris
all
at 30
these-
FPS.
I'm playing all these other games that are out right now. Overwatch, Paragon, World of Warcraft. Just like all this stuff, and it's like it's at 60 FPS. Why? And Paragon even like is actually downgraded. Like it doesn't have full 1080p. It's 900p upscaled to 1080, but that's how they get 60 FPS out of it. And it's like, man, this just looks so much better when it's at 60
Yeah.
FPS.
It really does. It's just liquid.
Yeah, and it's so jarring to go back to Destiny after I play just any other game for, I can play something for an hour and then go back to Destiny, and it takes me like a good 15 minutes or so to really, make the game feel like it's going at the proper speed. It feels like it's too slow at 30 FPS,
Yeah.
even though it's, nothing changed, just my perception of it did.
Yep.
Yeah. Telling you, going straight from Overwatch on PC to then looking at Destiny. I literally
I
looked
know.
here and looked there, and I was like,
Oh, well.
"What's going on?" It feels like everything's going
Yeah.
so slow.
Yeah,
So
if you've
slow.
ever had two monitors set up side by side, one game is in 60, one in
Uh-huh.
Destiny's in 30. It can actually make you nauseous looking back and
Yeah,
forth.
no, I did. I had Overwatch on my computer, and then I had Destiny on my other computer, so I could like look at I think it was Xur. I was like looking. I'll go look at Xur real quick. Oh, let's close out my PC real quick.
It's rough.
Yeah.
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 So-
I know some people talk about how they can't see the difference, but once you
It's-
start playing a game in 60, you know what the difference is. It's like being on a
Yeah.
cloud.
I was definitely one of those people where I don't spot the difference as hard as other people do. But doing that, going from Overwatch to Destiny directly, one after the other, was when I was like, okay, I get it. I understand it. So if
Yeah.
you are one of those people that can't see the difference, just go load up a game in 60 FPS, just move around a little bit, go into
Mhm.
Destiny, move around, and you will see
Mhm.
there's a big difference.
It's big.
So, did you guys get a chance to tune into the art stream on Wednesday that Bungie did?
I did.
Tefty.
Didn't. I was sleeping. Rip.
What the hell, Tefty? This was actually it was really cool.
I know.
It was
I
really
saw some
cool.
tweets about it. And I was like, oh man, I missed it. I didn't have a chance
Always-
to catch up.
You can always watch the VOD.
They've
on it.
actually, if you go
It was
to
it was
the,
also
like,
Meme's birthday yesterday. So
if you go to the
okay,
This
that's
Week at Bungie, they actually have links to the artists that were on there, and they have like their art on there. It's beautiful.
nice.
I didn't get a chance to look at the their art stations, but yeah, I don't know, the stream was really cool. Like hearing stuff about the way Suros was designed. It's like, okay, imagine like a Ferrari and the kind of the industrial design of Brawn. Okay, now those two had a baby, and also that baby grew up to be in the firearms industry. That's Suros. That's Suros.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, it was really cool. It was really cool.
I like
I
stuff
need to
like
go check
that,
that out.
seeing where people get their inspiration from and seeing like, okay, this building or this structure that we have in Destiny is actually based on this real world thing, but it was switched and changed to be more fantasy like. And yeah, I
That's
love
so cool.
seeing that kind of stuff. I love that.
And
I need to go watch that stream again, or I need to watch it actually.
I had the chat, like the actual Bungie chat, pulled up this time. And it wasn't as bad as it usually was. But it was really funny when they, I think one of the last things that they did was they showed Galahorn and showed kind of the stages of its development. The second it pops up on the screen, everyone's like, "Year 2 Galley confirmed! It's confirmed! It's coming to Year 2!"
Oh my god!
I was one of those people too. I was like,
how would you feel about Galahorn coming to Year 2?
This year is not a Rockets year. Like it doesn't like in the raid. Maybe
That's
you could
true.
use them on the ogres,
Yeah,
but like.
yeah.
Like there's no real burn down areas like there was in Year 1 that made a difference.
I don't know. I think like sniping bosses and stuff and staggering them is just going to be probably better than using Galley would be. Plus, I don't know. I think you're certainly not going to use it on Golgoroth. That would be painful.
Nope.
Plus, you can't crit his belly.
Like you use it on the War Priest.
Yeah, you could use it on War Priest.
But even then, sniper rifle's probably going to do more DPS.
You could use it on Sisters.
Yeah.
And yeah.
But, oh my god, that'd be awesome.
Let's
have it.
It's such like a staple of Destiny now, Galahorn. I think it would be really cool.
Heavy to have, just in case you're like, I got some. Okay, we can shoot Oryx while he's in the little darkness dimension, while we're doing Dark Souls. It'd still be a good weapon, absolutely. I don't think it would carry fights like it used to, though.
So maybe that means it could come back.
Yeah, I mean,
because the
that means
reason that it's not here is because of that reason.
Although
everyone used Galley.
Although Challenge of Elders, a lot of those bosses, Galley just would not care about whatever mechanics that they have.
You are right. Let's bring back Galahorn. Oh my god, that'd be awesome.
Let's
have it.
It's such like a staple of Destiny now, Galahorn. I think it would be really cool if they could find a way to bring it back and have it not destroy the game like it did before. Yeah,
that would be nice.
Originally, like in the the original data mine stuff from the alpha, I think Galahorn wasn't supposed to like have the swarming, the wolfpack rounds. It was supposed to like detonate on a target and then like a turret spawns and start shooting you from there. At least that's what like the Destiny Wikipedia, Destinypedia said about it, and it said that for like the first 2 months of the game until they're like, hey, you're using like a screenshot from like the alpha that doesn't actually do that.
Nice.
That's funny.
That's great.
That would be but yeah, the appeal of Galahorn, I think everyone misses that. They don't necessarily miss the weapon just carrying people through that. I think they definitely miss like that thing that you worked for, that you worked towards, or that that thing that was that achievement to kind of get. People miss that. And is there anything like that in Year 2? Can you guys think of any weapons or armor pieces that Galahorn
highly sought after?
Yeah,
longbow or LDR with god rolls.
Yeah, that's
honestly right.
Yeah.
Like people are like, I've been through 50 packages and not gotten a single one. It's like, it's literally the thing that everybody's scrambling for right now.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah. Which is funny that it came around. It's funny that we're scrambling for Year 1 legendary weapons.
Yeah. Who would have thought?
Right?
Who would have thought that if you make a bunch of Year 2 weapons just kind of mediocre, that we would really like a chance to, put on those rose-colored goggles and to play with the year 1 weapons in year 2, and wow, they're actually kind of better than a lot of the year 2 stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, right? It's funny thinking about that.
My that devil, just and Lord High Fixer, both of them, like such consistently good hand cannons. I'm just going.
They actually hit things.
They hit things.
They hit things.
As a side note, if you want to experience hand cannons and not have the frustrating effects of phantom rounds, use a sidearm. Use a sidearm. Because sidearms are what hand cannons wish they were right now.
Wow, I need to try that out then. I haven't used them in a while.
No, seriously, sidearm. You point at someone, you pull the trigger multiple times. Every shot lands as long as like your sights are on it. You can rapidly fire the gun, and like you don't get phantom rounds with sidearms. Sidearms are the most consistent hand cannons in the game. And like,
That's awesome.
I want my Hawkmoon to be consistent like that again. I want all my hand cannons to be consistent like that again. I used to love, collecting all these fun little builds with hand cannons, and I don't know, my hunter just feels kind of lonely and naked without it. But it's a gunslinger. My super is like a golden hand cannon. My normal gun needs to be a good hand cannon as well. And
isn't the golden gun?
Yep.
Yeah.
Needs to be a Hawkmoon.
Isn't the golden gun technically a maxed out stat hand cannon? Like in the game?
I believe so. I remember a long time ago, like somehow we saw the stats of golden gun, and it was just like everything max.
Look at the possibilities that we could have.
But yeah, originally, like for party year 1, whenever hand cannons got nerfed, golden gun got affected by said nerfs as well, and then I think they finally split it off. And
did they? Okay,
yeah,
which is good.
So it used to be, but it's not anymore.
That means we need a bow class for our void. The void bow is the type of I want a bow class.
We could have bows.
Oh my god, if we could. Make a secondary gun that's like a sniper, but it's a bow.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
But not Queenbreaker's bow, a different bow.
An actual bow.
Yeah, an actual bow.
That would be so cool.
And then if you get your super up, it shoots dragons out.
Yes! And also, I don't want to have to get this thing through the supply drop, please. No, thank you.
Can we do quests that you can work towards?
Yes, that'd be great.
Any kind of bow, a heavy bow, a primary bow, any kind of bow. I'll take any bow.
Yeah, bows need to have some sort of like extra explosive round damage, like not regular explosive rounds, but like 2 or 3 times explosive rounds. Because it's a bow, it's packing like dynamite. Let's go.
That would be awesome.
Wouldn't that be awesome? I want it.
Yes. Let's make it happen.
Welcome to the first welcome to the first Planet Overwatch podcast.
Planet Overwatch.
We made it 70 episodes, guys, in Planet Destiny. Now fuck it, we're gonna go make Overwatch now.
I like Overwatch. I don't think I'm going to be playing it all the time during the summer.
It's a game that you don't have to play all the time. It's like, okay, you learn what everyone does, and he's like, oh, I'm gonna go play a couple rounds of Overwatch. Okay, cool.
That's true. Yeah.
It's interesting how kind of personally I've gone from really enjoying MMOs, World of Warcraft, and even though I've gone back to WoW, I'm playing it going, man, I love the combat. I just hate the whole I have to get gear crap in it. And now in Destiny, it's like, oh, I love the combat, and the gear getting's okay, but I'm starting to get to the point where it's like, man, I just hate grinding for gear and crap. And then Overwatch is like, oh, the combat's really great. I don't have to grind for gear.
I don't have to do anything. I have all the characters. All I got to do is grind for that skin.
Like,
get that skin.
Yeah, you got to grind for skins, but it doesn't affect your gameplay at all.
That's nice. That's
so
really nice.
Like slowly, my gaming career has shifted away from MMOs and like grinding to make your character better. Like, I have like gun skill. I'm like a decent player at these games. I'm not gonna have to grind for gear to actually get myself on the level I need to be. Fuck it, just go play the game where you start out, like Counter-Strike, Overwatch. Yeah.
That's what's good about games like that. You don't want to have like 4 games that you're playing that require hours and hours and hours
Oh.
of investment in every single one. Like you can have your Destiny that
Mhm.
you have to put a lot of hours in to get gear, and then you go play Overwatch. Like do an hour or so on Overwatch, have
Yeah.
some fun, call it a
Mhm.
day. Unless you
Yeah,
want to play
true.
ranked and become like the best ranked player in the world.
I don't think have they said what the rewards are gonna be from ranked play yet?
They haven't. No.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah, 'cause
hoping
There's
it's gonna be
actually-
badass skins.
Yeah, because they haven't even given like an actual release date for the ranked play yet. They just said it's gonna come in shortly after launch.
Yeah, they said they wanted to retool it. They weren't
Yeah.
happy with it, right?
Yeah.
Makes
Okay.
sense. It was pretty weird.
Yeah.
Because they did it like League of Legends, where they set it up to where you can queue with a full team and go into ranked, or you can play with 2 people, or you can play by yourself, and you will go and play against other people. But the way that they were trying to do it is if you had a full team, you'd go against other full teams.
Full teams.
But
Oh,
it just
okay.
came up like full teams were waiting for so long to find a game, and
Yeah.
or they'd go up against solo players and then it would just destroy them. And
Yeah,
then
and-
that's not ranked. That's not like a true depiction of your skill against your peers if you're a full
Yeah.
group against random players. So yeah, I think
Absolutely.
they're trying to make that a little bit better.
Yeah, isn't Paragon experiencing those problems right now?
Yeah, kind of. They are
15-minute
actually
match.
they're going through their own matchmaking problems. It seems to be a common theme in video games these days.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in Paragon right now, like they have it so if you have like if you have 2 people in your party, you're gonna try to go up into a game where there's only like 2 or 3 other people that are in a party on the other team. But if you have like 4 people, you're gonna go up against like possibly a 5-man and stuff like that. It's kind of a
Mhm.
scaling matchmaking thing. And it works out for the most part, but in like because it's still in kind of a closed alpha where you got to pay to get in, it's having like really weird matchmaking issues where even like getting a bot game will take like 10-15 minutes of sitting in matchmaking.
Really?
Yeah, like Red Glitch, one of our mods, me and him play quite a bit, and it's gotten to the point where even like we'll go do some bot games offline just to rank up some characters, and we'll only get like 2 games in over like a 2-hour period because it takes so long for us to get a match together.
Wow.
So
Jeez.
and,
They got to fix that.
yeah. It's one of their priorities right now, from what I understand.
Makes
But,
it really difficult to play the game if you're gonna
Yeah.
sit for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Especially for a bot game.
Yeah, it's odd. It's odd. Matchmaking, gotta love it.
Good old
Matchmaking.
matchmaking.
It's
Yep.
hard to do the whole ranked thing unless you're doing like what League of Legends originally did. That was either you go solo or you can take one other person with you, and that's it. It's
Mm.
very hard to be like, okay, well, how are we going to balance a full team against a solo player? And do we want to make it to where they only go against other full teams? And if so, how long is that going to take them to find a game? It's very difficult when you start being like, okay, you can go by yourself or you can go with a full team, and anywhere in between. It's
Yeah.
difficult to balance that.
At least
matchmaking.
in Destiny with our competitive matchmaking thing, aka Trials of Osiris, it's like everyone has to be in a 3-man team. So just match team up, and then
Yeah.
That's true. You know,
That's
it's
true.
funny thinking about that. When we first heard about that, some people, I think even I thought, oh man, are they going to have a problem matching up teams of 3 all the time?
Nope.
Nope. Not at all.
They were like, nope, if you don't have a full team, you're not playing.
Yeah, it's funny thinking about that because before we were like, what? You can't solo queue into this thing? Only teams of 3?
only teams of 3.
And
Well, if
to
you
the-
played Elimination by yourself, you'll know how good of a choice that was.
yeah, exactly.
There have been times where I wanted to get weapon footage, and there's like, oh, I'll complete some bounties at the same time. Oh, I have to complete elimination. Yeah, let's go in. Oh no,
It's
this
awful.
this is bad.
It's really bad.
It's very difficult to do to go into elimination solo. And even worse is when you the solo queue 3v3 playlist comes up in Destiny, and you go in and it's like, okay, yes, doing a skirmish match for the start. Okay, this is cool, whatever, yeah. And it's like salvage, okay, playing around with objective. Really wish my team didn't cap that salvage point when he was the only one alive and the other team was on him. Okay, whatever, And then like an elimination, and no, ugh. When you queued into elimination, there's no hope of really talking to him. Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
brutal.
You could just you can focus on working on your 3v1 skills.
That's true.
Trying to,
That's
like,
kind of
you
how I
know?
have to treat eliminations. Like,
Yeah.
okay, we're gonna learn how to get good today.
Right? Be like, okay, what is the best possible avenue to 3v1 this team?
Except when they're all just chasing you as a full unit together.
With
and you're
universal
full
remotes.
unit with universal remotes.
like, yeah, exactly.
Be like, quick scopes, don't fail me. Yeah.
That's why you go for the no scopes. Can't waste the time quick scoping in.
I try the no scopes. I have like a 10% no scope hit ratio.
Mine's
Put
probably
the barrel right in
100%.
front of them. Then it generally works.
Yeah? You hitting them consistently?
I mean, if you use it as a shotgun, yeah, you can kind of hit it.
Oh,
if you
use a
can
shotgun,
hit-
yeah.
If you use it as a shotgun, yeah, you can hit no scopes pretty consistently. But
Yeah.
the in-air snipes are actually becoming pretty consistent now. I'm at like about a 40%, because it largely
Yeah.
depends. It largely depends on like how you're moving horizontally. If you're like running backwards, just like backpedaling and then jump up into the air to gain some distance, you can still snipe them in the air because you're moving in like a straight line. But if you have any side to side movement, then that greatly throws off the your snipe in the air. It becomes much more difficult. You kind of have to rely on hot swap to help out your accuracy while you're in the air. I'll go over all of it in my video. I hope no one else has done a
Nice.
video on it.
I will
on
do a
it.
video on it tomorrow
Oh god damn it!
and not know what I'm talking about. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah, I heard.
If Pat
I
just
heard
said
Pat
just jump
just-
off in the air and you just say, "Yeah, okay."
Aim in the general direction. Never works for me, but this is what I've been told.
It seems to work. Seems to work. What else has been going on in this world of Destiny or Overwatch or Paragon or World of Warcraft or what other games
Uncharted
are we
4.
playing? Uncharted 4 or
earlier.
we playing Hearthstone? I killed Yoxaron just before
It's
stream
a
came
really
on.
stupid card that's really fun.
Hey, he's a really stupid boss to fight.
Well, it's 10
That's great.
mana, so yeah, you can only play it like towards the end of the game.
I don't know what any
It's
of
fine.
this means.
You'll understand this.
Okay.
It's
10 mana means end game.
end game. Yes, it's the maximum amount of mana you can have. And
Yeah.
basically, for every spell that you cast during that game, it will cast a random spell. So if you've cast 10 spells, it will just throw
I
out
like
10
it.
random spells.
I like it.
So
I
you're
Are you
like getting
serious?
hit, you're getting hit, they're getting hit, your minions are getting buffed, your minions are dying. It's just,
I like it. I like
Wow.
randomness.
it's so fun.
There's some cards in Magic the Gathering that are like really random, like Cascade, where it's like, oh, you cast this card. Oh, by the way, when you cast it, you flip through your deck until you come across a card that costs less mana than it, and you get to play it for free. So it's like really stupid, cheesy things can happen when you cast one like that.
Nice.
Most of the time, the card ends up killing you. But when it works, you're like, oh, that was actually not terrible. I can maybe win this game.
That's great. I haven't played Hearthstone in a while. Hearthstone, whatever it's called. I want to play it. I've got a buddy who's really, really big into it, and he keeps telling me, he's like, hey, man, you gonna pick up Hearthstone anytime soon? I'm like, maybe?
And the new expansion is fun.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll be able to make a video relating Hearthstone to
Angles,
Decision
man.
making.
Angles. What's your
It's all
angle of
about the
attack?
angles. It's just about the sick angles that you get. Majestic Entity in chat just said E3 can't come soon enough, and I'm in agreement with you there, buddy. I'm in agreement
true.
with you there.
Is it
I'm really-
exactly a month from now?
Oh, it is actually. Yeah, June.
June 14th, I think.
Yeah, it's pretty much a month away.
Yeah, it's basically a month away.
Do you think
If I'm
we're
going
gonna
to
get some
E3,
solid
it looks
nuggets?
like I'm going to take my mom with me.
I'm
Nice.
She's going to be visiting. Her birthday's June 13th, so she's going to be visiting around her birthday.
boy.
Wait,
Mom, we're
in
going to
Seattle?
California.
Yeah, we're going to LA. Going to LA.
Don't unpack your bags. We're gonna go on a road trip. We're flying. Let's go.
Yeah,
I'm hoping Destiny's gonna be at E3. I remember
I
seeing
think it will be.
I think there was something on our games where they had everyone that was supposed to be there, and I think we know Activision isn't going to be there, but Destiny is going to be there at like
And
the
Call of
Sony.
Duty definitely is.
Oh
Duty.
yeah,
They're going to be there as well.
because you know that trailer is so popular right now.
Oh god.
It's really
Oh.
a 2 million dislikes.
Oh
2 million?
my
It was
God.
at 1 million dislikes like a couple days ago.
Yeah.
That's brutal.
Wow.
That is brutal.
I
The only
don't.
problem is now
yeah.
is people just disliking just to dislike it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
It's become fun to hate it. Oh, Call of Duty has always been the game that's fun that everyone just hates on because everyone hates on Call of Duty. Yet for some reason, everyone keeps buying it every year.
They don't. Yeah, they need to talk with their money if they're that upset.
Yeah. I'm excited. We definitely need some info from E3.
I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure it will be. Because, like,
Yeah?
we've been told, well, we kind of guess that things coming out in fall, right? So,
Yeah. Well, I mean, they've said there's something
Yeah.
coming out in fall. However, we've heard both the words update and expansion used from official sources. So we have no idea if this is going to be something that we have to pay for, if this is going to be something that comes for free. We have no idea if this is going to be like an actual, like if there's like going to be a raid type thing, or if this is going to be another live team deal where maybe, oh my God, the Taken have invaded Crota's End. We know you already killed him there, but just roll with it.
Just roll.
Yeah,
I think
Golden
it'll be. I
punches.
think it will be pretty big. I'm sure it's going to be pretty big.
Yeah.
And
I
it'll
hope.
bring a lot that people are wanting it to bring.
I
I want that feeling that we had last summer. We were so. It was like, oh man, new subclasses, a new raid, just stuff, and Omelon weapons look so cool, and like, I want that feeling again for this summer. And I don't want mystery Bungie. Like too cool. Too cool
Too
to tell
cool to
anything
tell you
Bungie.
what's going on.
Well,
Yeah.
This is Bungie that we're talking about, so they will be mysterious right up until we see that Destiny logo come on at whatever keynote they happen
Probably
to be featured
Sony.
in. So probably Sony. No, they're gonna throw us a massive curveball and show up at Microsoft. No, Nintendo. Even though
Nintendo.
Nintendo.
The new-
Nintendo NX is going Destiny.
Oh shit! Even though I think Nintendo
The new exclusives.
I think
That would be
Nintendo is
amazing.
actually not like at.
They're not going to E3.
Yeah, they're
right?
not going to E3. The only thing that they're having is like kind of private screening things of the new Zelda supposed to be going out.
Private screenings?
Or,
My
I
God.
don't know.
They are stretching that out so hard.
I have no idea if that's true. That's some rumor crap that I was reading.
They're going to
about.
release like 20 new amiibos or whatever.
Hey, I mean, I feel this is one of those really odd moments where a bunch of people are probably losing their jobs, but I feel so good about it because Disney Infinity is apparently getting shut down, or not getting shut down. Like Disney
Tanking or
is
something.
Yeah, well, like it's losing too much money, and Disney's just pulling the plug on the Disney Infinity. And it feels so good to hear that because every damn day I worked at Target, I had to hear that stupid Disney Infinity booth. Just the theme song, this and it's just this fucking song that worms its way into your head. The booth would never turn off. So even when I was like having to sweep up the floors or whatever, and the store was closed, the lights were basically out. That machine still existed. It had its own power source that lasted like 3 days if the power went out.
Wow. Oh my God.
And just the fact that I know that there are people working at Target or wherever else in retail that will no longer have to suffer through that shit. That makes me feel really good.
Power to the Target workers. We are happy
and
for you.
Toys R Us, whoever happens to have one of those
Toys R Us.
Disney Infinity booths and absolutely hates it, your reprieve is coming soon.
Did you ever play it? Did you ever play Disney Infinity? I didn't play it. So
I refused to play it and Skylanders out of spite because I had to listen to the fucking theme song thing so much. Skyland, or what was the name of the thing? So Skylander, whatever, where they swap bodies. Having to listen to that burly voice actor talk about Skylanders, swappable figures, get all new sets. Each cost $30.99.
Damn, $30? Are you serious?
It was like each one was like $15, but then like the really good ones were in sets. So it was like $30
premiums.
Yeah.
Wow. That plastic though. So cheap to make.
Right. Well, the Skylanders is actually really good in that a lot of their stuff's backwards compatible. But the reason Disney Infinity went under is because they're like, okay, we're taking the 1.0 and we're upgrading to 2.0 now. It's not going to be backwards compatible or forwards compatible. And there's no real upgrades. So if you want to play Disney Infinity, fuck you, buy 2.0.
All right, so here's the plan for Destiny 2. What they're going to start selling. Okay. If you want your 1,000-yard stare or your, longbow, you have to buy one at the store.
Exclusive.
You put
to
on
Best
your controller.
Buy. Exclusive to Best
exclusive to Best Buy. You buy it, you put on your controller, and then you find out what rolls you have. And if they're crap rolls, oh well, go buy another one for $10.
Go buy another one. It's like, oh god, what were the? It's like Magic the Gathering cards. It's like Magic the Gathering cards, where you gotta get that cardboard crack. You gotta crack some packs open, flip through it, get the rare and that you want. Yeah. you haven't lived until you spent like $400 buying boxes of Magic cards trying to get the perfect foil card. Yeah,
I did that once.
Like packs of like legendary weapons in Destiny, and it's on a card, and you just flip through.
Oh no. Can we stop giving them ideas? Like, hey, you know how everyone wants like longbow or the LDR? Well, you could like split it up to store exclusivity. LDR is at Target, longbow is at Best Buy, and so now people got to go to different.
It's like red and blue.
Oh,
there you go. There you go.
Oh my god, too many ideas.
If it turns out that like this is something that happens, then not even with Destiny, just with like another game, I'm gonna feel really bad because that shit needs to stop.
No, honestly, it guaranteed. Their marketing department is filled with people who have come up with like the most heinous possible marketing, just the most like god awful marketing ploys, and so they give them to the people who then maybe has a little bit of common sense, or like that could make people want to murder us. Let's take that out.
Should we move on to some Twitter questions, guys?
Do you have the Twitter questions?
I actually had them pulled up on this screen.
Awesome.
And on this other tab, I have this thing that I read every week because we're sponsored by Blue Guys, and no doubt you've noticed these wild mics and headphones that we're using.
Wild.
And they're just some of the iconic gear that Blue creates. Blue's award-winning products are the driving force behind professional musicians, internet creators, and countless elite gaming teams and Twitch streamers. We're all Twitch streamers and we use them, right?
There it is.
There you go. Want to be a Twitch streamer, you get a Blue mic.
Every day.
Their Yeti USB mic is the internet's most popular microphone, and their MoFi and Lola headphones deliver insane sound and a very personalized fit. I'm pretty sure Pope is sending you his, by the way, Watts. So, yeah, you'll be able to have these as well. Yeah.
Yay.
Blue offers everything you need to completely immerse yourself in the ultimate gameplay experience. Learn more about them at Blue. Learn more about Blue at bluemic.com.
It's always that part.
Yeah, well, it's like learn more about Blue at bluemic.com. I'm reading copy. If you guys couldn't tell, and I'm bad at it, even though it's like one of the things.
Learn more about their products at bluemic.com.
Yeah,
you got to take out. Just edit it.
I hear at, and I'm like, oh, it's a Twitter thing. At Blue. Shit, no. What? Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you. So how about them Twitter questions?
Oh, you want these Twitter questions? So we'll speak.
Yeah, baby.
At Danny Bates 5, since Pope Bear's departure, have any of you inherited his godlike RNG?
My
Briar's
RNG
not
was
here.
pretty good at the beginning of the April update because I got the longbow, which is a really good roll. I got a really good Lord High Fixer. I got a really good zombie apocalypse. Yeah, so maybe. But that was before Pope left. Now my RNG's gone.
Okay.
So.
Well,
Pope's departure made my RNG worse.
His RNG did not affect my Destiny performance, but I'm also not really playing it enough. I'm not playing Destiny enough to really see if it's actually gotten better. But I think it did affect my World of Warcraft performance because after 8 years, I finally got the Ashes of Alarm Mount, the golden burning phoenix, to drop for me.
Wow.
It took 8 years. Guys,
8 years.
That's a long time.
I logged on today and started streaming, and I was in Tempest Keep, and I was like, "Hey, guys, I'm gonna kill this boss here, and maybe he can drop a mount. It's probably not gonna drop." And then as I clicked the loot, I'm like, "This guy, I've been doing this for 8 years. You should just drop this." And it was the first thing that was on the loot table. I was like, "Oh,
you got it."
Huh. I don't know what I don't know how to feel. This never happens to me.
That's amazing.
Congratulations.
8 years. 8 years for a mount.
8 years. Yeah. Hey, I mean, I grinded for 6 years for the Raptor mount in WoW and never got it. But then my roommate, who decided to run it for one time, the very last possible week that you could run it to try to get the mount, he got it. The amount of hate I had for that man and how much I wanted him to move out because of that. It's
because of his mount.
Yeah. Yep.
You don't understand, Tepti. It had become.
I don't. I have no idea, honestly. How important is the mount?
It's not about the mount.
It looks cool.
It's not about the mount. It's about.
Seems like it.
It's about getting Bloodlord Mandakir to submit to my will and drop the mount. I don't actually care about it. I wasn't going to use it. I just wanted for one time to get the thing to drop, and it never happened. Yeah.
Rest in pepperoni.
I never get the legendary cards that I want in Hearthstone. I have to craft them.
Oh.
That makes you feel better.
Speaking of RNG, I think my RNG is about the same. It's decent. I did get I got an LDR, which I was happy about. Had unflinching and wait, did it have a snapshot? It's got
if it has
SLR 10.
snapshot, that's real good.
Yeah. I can't remember what it has. I think it's like a B plus. I recently just today got another 1,000-yard stare, and I got a Her Fury. That the Her Fury has the hot swap on it. And the 1,000-yard stare today that I got had short gaze and snapshot.
That's
and
real good.
And I had the storm too, I believe. So
nice.
Not bad, but then again, I feel like that's kind of been my RNG. So, yep. Pope still has his RNG.
So
Pope still has
Pope still has Pope RNG. He like, and I bet it accumulates too. Like it's the equivalent of rollover minutes on an old cell phone plan or something. Like Pope RNG is just forever Pope RNG. And when I'm sure he'll come back at some point and we'll do some charity stuff with him, and he'll log in, and like he'll kill a dreg in the Cosmodrome, and it'll just start spouting exotic engrams. You didn't even know it's possible. They just had to make up for the lost time. Yeah.
Pope actually retired so he can go put his RNG into the stock market and become filthy, stinking rich.
There you go.
You know what? I'd actually believe that too. Everything he told us is a lie. He's not leaving to like work on his career and like be just a genuinely awesome human being. Even more so, he's gonna go Wolf of Wall Street on us.
Yeah, exactly. He saw Wolf of Wall Street.
John Uske, what brings you joy in the game?
Getting to play with the community. Easily one of the best parts.
What brings me joy in the game? I like getting the new lighthouse gear. That's nice when it has a roll on it that I can actually wear in actual battle and not just keep it for tower parading around.
Parading the tower.
Parading the tower. Getting the new shaders brought me so much joy, but now I think I have all of them except the Cryptarch ones. The Cryptarch never gives me anything, ever. So I haven't had one shader from the Cryptarch. So getting shaders definitely makes me happy because then I have to go on a whole journey of finding the right cape, finding the right armor that looks good with the shader, which takes about 2 hours.
Yep.
Getting new shaders makes me happy.
It's time consuming.
That's what brings me joy in this game. Just playing with other people. Like it's not necessarily fans, just playing with other people. Enjoying the game with others in general is something that I like in the game. And at the end of the day, we talk about some of the same old tired shit every single day, every single time this podcast comes out. Skill-based matchmaking, it ruins a laggy crucible, stuff like that. And it's like, but at the end of the day, I'd still rather, have fun with friends on this game than a lot of other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very true.
Plus, when you do get a god roll LDR longbow.
Yeah.
Oh, you can smear it in your friends' faces. Like, oh, look at this, guys. Oh, yeah. Yuppet's arrow, crunchy or smooth peanut butter? This determines if he finishes the podcast.
Wow.
Well, it's at the end of the podcast anyway.
It's at the end of the podcast anyway.
Yeah. So, GG. I like
Tefty, assuming it is gluten-free, of course.
it is. Most peanut butter is gluten-free. It'd be very weird for it to have gluten mixed into it. Smooth is my preferred.
No.
Yeah.
I think I'd have to go with smooth too.
I'm going to have to go with smooth as well.
Triple smooths. Where's
Triple
Briar to
smooths.
break?
Yeah,
I'll
Briar
go
would be the
smooth.
one that would be like, well, I like it smooth too, but just to be that guy, crunchy. We're gonna answer for Briar in his absence anyway. Briar
If you
likes it crunchy.
If you like peanut butter on ice cream or in ice cream, if you ever get some really rich vanilla ice cream, what? Pat, you don't like it?
He's probably
You don't like
never
peanut butter
tried.
cup? You don't like peanut butter cup?
It's give me time to like acclimate
on.
to the whole peanut
Come
butter and
on
ice
now.
cream thing.
All right, just
I
have.
can see it working. I can see
Listen,
it working.
this is delicious.
It's got to
This is
be more than
delicious.
just like I got a scoop of vanilla. I got a scoop of peanut butter. I need something more than that. Like I gotta get some cornflakes or something
You
in
gotta
it with
mix
some
it.
honey over it.
Cornflakes
Yeah, some like
Cornflakes and
cornflakes,
honey?
some honey in it. Yeah,
in the ice cream?
yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no, come on. You can buy peanut butter ice cream all the time. It's delicious. But if you ever want to just take some really delicious, like rich vanilla ice cream and then have like a scoop of peanut butter on the side and like do a little dab and then eat it like that, it's incredible. Super yummy.
Okay.
Just saying. And it's smooth peanut butter.
Now, I'm going to extend this question here to this guy that Yuppets Arrow asked. Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Do you eat them plain or do you toast that?
Oh. Ooh.
I would say plain.
Most of the time, I think I'm going to rock the plane, yeah.
Yeah.
You
wrong
fucking
answer.
savages.
It's the wrong.
Savage!
Ah.
Murders!
Ah.
Sorry.
Got toast.
You're welcome.
Once-
You're welcome, Pat.
Once.
Make sure you put some peanut butter on your ice cream.
Yeah, whatever. I tell you what, I will eat a bowl. I will eat a bowl of ice cream with some peanut butter or on the side or whatever.
Yeah, you just have
You
it on
eat
the
some-
side so you can like scoop some and dab some.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
If you toast some peanut butter sandwiches.
I've done that before. I've
Okay,
toasted
good.
it, then I put the
Okay,
peanut butter.
okay.
The peanut
in that
butter
case,
gets.
since you've already done it before and already tried it and can vouch to how fucking awesome it is, you're gonna
It's a
eat
different
bowl of-
experience.
you're gonna eat a bowl of cereal by putting the milk in first.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not that cruel. I'm not a
No.
monster.
It is an entirely different way to eat cereal that
No.
personally offers a better experience with the cereal. Okay.
How so?
But then it's so crunchy that when you're eating it, it's like hurting your gums and your mouth and your teeth.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't want to cut my gums up. I'm sorry. No thanks.
The fuck is your mouth made of paper? Both of you?
It's just
Yeah,
you know, some of that cereal, especially the gluten-free cereal. Also, what are you putting like a freaking reservoir of milk in your bowl? Do you need
No.
that much milk?
Okay, this is about multiple things. One, portion control. When you put
Yeah.
milk first in, you're not going to put as much cereal. Actually, getting closer to the recommended dosage of cereal that they recommend that you use. When eating that
Nobody
bowl of
goes
cereal.
by the recommended dosage of cereal.
I know
I'm sorry.
no one does.
Nobody
which is
goes
why
by
you
that.
Put milk in
Cereal
first. Okay. Excluding that point.
Ratio.
That's why this takes practice. You can't have an unexperienced hand when doing milk first. The other thing, it keeps your cereal fresher and crunchier, so you're not eating a soggy bowl of bleh
But I
by the
get
end of it.
before it gets soggy.
I refuse to
Wow.
believe that. Refuse to believe. You guys are complaining like, oh, I used more than the recommended amount of cereal in the bowl, and then you fill it up with milk, and you're apparently able to eat it before it gets soggy. I call bullshit on that.
No, it's because you don't put a reservoir of milk in there. You put like just enough milk to have a little soaking.
Not
you know?
to cover it.
Yeah, you don't want to like fill it up and
Cover
swim it in a pool.
There you go.
You got it all wrong, man. Got it all wrong. You've been lied to.
Multiple levels of wrong.
I
that's going on with-
picked my side carefully. I have not been lied to. I researched.
There's a conspiracy. You've been lied to.
No conspiracy. No conspiracy. Okay, so there were a bunch of people asking this in like this little group here. Deej put out a tweet today. We're still using the same settings that we're still using the same matchmaking second. I can't speak today. We're still using the same matchmaking
because of milk first.
thing. I haven't had cereal today. Thank you so much.
It's all
Well,
the
you
milk
did, though,
consumption in
before.
general, probably. Need to get
A few
you
days
some
ago,
milk.
you had milk first.
Podcast. Bring you guys in line. We need dad. Still using the same settings we deployed and looked back in March about, and this is in regards to matchmaking.
What?
I know. So, what do you guys think about that? There's a bunch of different questions about it. So, what do you guys think about that?
Well, like
That's
I
like
said,
you-
I haven't really had those issues. I'm living in my own little Destiny world where it's not super sweaty or that laggy.
It is like you. It's like Pat trying to convince me about milk first. No, that is a lie.
Well, what if it's not necessarily like, say if something has changed, maybe it's not necessarily that they're just being like, we're lying, but they introduced some kind of bug or they did something that reverted it back to what it was, or
Like an
they're
engineer went
messing
in
around with a
at
lot
like
of
6
stuff,
p.m.
especially now with like the melee and
They accidentally bumped the lever just a little
Here's
bit.
what happened. Here's an engineer at Bungie at 6 p.m. Be like, oh, it's time to go home. Skill-based matchmaking. Let's go.
I wouldn't be surprised. It was just like one dude. He didn't talk to anybody. He's just like, I want to try this. Let me see what's.
That's what happens if we just bump this lever right
This
here.
last time that this
Hmm.
happened, it was just Lars. Lars
Yeah.
was like the only person that knew about it. Derek didn't know about it.
Yeah.
He was like super
that was
upset.
that was a
that
great that was a great PR thing on their end.
Yeah. He was really upset that he didn't know about
Yeah.
it because it made people think he was lying. He's like, I didn't know about it.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
What
and
if it's something like
I've
that?
I've seen Derek, Deej, a couple other people from Bungie like saying in tweets, "Look, we haven't changed anything." So, I don't know. I feel like they wouldn't knowingly lie to us again, or
Mhm.
not knowingly.
Yeah,
lie,
they wouldn't make that.
They
mistake
wouldn't
again.
knowingly lie to us. I really feel like they wouldn't. But at the same time, it feels like something has changed. So maybe something got messed with in one of the patch updates.
Mhm.
But I think maybe it could be in regards to their like just the population of Destiny. Like probably not a lot of people are playing compared to where we were in December.
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure that the population has probably been steadily declining a little bit as people are getting kind of bored with the content. So the matchmaking is having
Mhm.
more difficulties fulfilling, the requirements that have been set for it. That
Mm.
I don't know. Just I don't think there's any
That's-
malice in anything.
That's what we
there.
justified. That's what we justified before. They were like,
True.
oh, turns out somebody actually did make some changes. And I mean, it's a big, complex piece of code. So I'm sure when they have to compile it, it takes a long time to compile the whole code base for them to then go in and apply an update. So I don't know. I mean, it doesn't
Mhm.
seem like it's, yeah, it seems like something's different.
I don't know. Like I'm betting it has to do with population, but I really, really won't be surprised if it turns out there was some sort of bug introduced. Like I really just
Mhm.
I'd be surprised.
Yeah.
Yep. Agreed.
Gavris or at Gavris says, "Challenge of Elders. Do you think the variety of the challenges will keep us going until the next expansion?"
How long do we
No.
have to the next thing?
Let's just
3
assume
months,
September. Let's
4
just
months.
assume
Yeah,
September.
yeah.
Assume September.
Well, so it'd be like June, July, August. Yeah, we're looking at until the 12th of September is a full 4 months.
Mhm.
No, it definitely is not going to make people want to play challenge every week. But I feel like a lot of people are playing for the mysterious LDR and longbow.
Yeah.
Yeah, really do.
Really want.
Which you can't
Really?
get from Prison of Elders, unfortunately.
Right. Or a Soul Stealer's Claw. You can get that from
That's
prison.
true. That gun is crazy.
Yeah, I want
People
that.
just haven't fully woken up to the idea that this gun is like worse than Doctrine or better than Doctrine,
Well,
depending on.
it's not as available as Doctrine. Excuse me. A lot of people that got Doctrine, you get it from the in-game rewards when you could, get when it was like, hey, Doctrine's available for this week, so get to Game 7 a bunch.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, this week Varix is giving us Doctrine for completing it. It's a random thing every time. So it's not that people haven't woken up to it. I'm sure a lot of people that know about Doctrine and know about Soul Stealers by now, but it's just waiting. They're waiting to get it.
Then they're gonna be grinding that until the next expansion.
I think Challenge of Elders, the original question. I think the variety probably isn't there, but the rewards are meaningful enough that people really want to get a Her Fury. People really want to get a Soul Stealers. People really want to get that Pulse Rifle. People really want to get, the hand cannon. Those are all pretty good weapons. So
yeah.
I feel like it's enough for people to kind of grind. For the people that want it, will keep grinding until they get it.
The Mercy's good. I've gotten a couple of the Mercies.
Yeah, they're not bad. It's not my favorite archetype, but some people really do like that faster rate of fire archetype of hand cannon.
Nice.
I like this question, even though we've answered it tons of times before, but the way he phrased it, it's perfect. Jaylit Q. God, I don't know how Briar does it every week. At Jaylit Q, I'm just gonna first what? Red Death is red. Truth is blue. What is your favorite weapon? Planet Destiny crew. That's good. That
is great.
Good. I like it.
Pretty good. Probably my Hawksaw, honestly. The Hawksaw that I got, I love it so much.
If I was going to look at all the weapons, and I think this is my answer from before as well, I still have fond memories of seeing like Vandals and Thralls and all that exploding from Fatebringer headshots. It's nice. Arcburn, Nightfalls, with that. So fun.
I'm just going to go with the classic Devil that perfectly set the stage for what hand cannon should and always should be held to. That is the standard that it should always be. It should never really go below it unless there's some niche it needs to fill. I'd really like for them to kind of get back to that consistency.
Yeah.
Yep.
G Bowser 501. Are you guys going to get the PlayStation 4.5? Even though has it been confirmed that that's actually a thing? I don't think it has been yet.
Probably not.
Probably not till E3.
We're not going to officially hear anything until E3, I imagine. But if it is a thing, sure, why not? What the hell? I'm sure it'll probably be better for VR anyway.
Yeah.
Might get one, which will be in the living room, so I won't be using it.
Really?
What if it allows you to like play some games at slightly better graphics? Oh man. And I could stream some games with better graphics. That'd be cool.
Stream what games? I play
what
Overwatch
games?
on PC and I could stream then.
If it means the difference of playing a game in 30 or 60 on PS4, then I'll definitely be buying it. Because I'm a slut for 60 FPS. I am.
I mean, once you go 60 FPS, you can't go back.
I can't. It's
That's
rough.
Minio Jackson. Has anyone on the team completed a full Spectar or taken armor set without purchasing Sterling Treasures yet?
I purchased Sterling Treasure, so I'm like out of that.
Oh, you're out of that one.
I might have gotten a full set. I just haven't really been looking at that, honestly. I haven't got the Desolate. I've only got, I think, one chest. That was a Desolate, and that's it. I haven't bought anything.
I have not purchased anything, but I think I'm only trying to get the Sterling Treasures on my Hunter to eventually get the Desolate set. But yeah, I'm not grinding for or I'm not. I haven't even got my Sterling Treasures every week. I'll log in and I'll get the one from from the Postmaster. That's like the only one that I'm guaranteed to get every week. Otherwise, it's like,
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't want to do the weekly things. Sometimes I don't do Challenge of Elders, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Well, you don't get it if you do Challenge, unfortunately. I kind of wish that they'd move it to Challenge of Elders, because they make you play the 41 to get that, and I have missed easily a couple weeks now.
That.
Yeah, I'm not into that.
Yeah, it'd be nice if they changed it. Actually, change it over to Challenge.
Yeah.
Destiny Hamza, how many of you guys use a Scuf controller, and what are your opinions on it?
I do.
I do.
I do. I have
Where's
my
my Scuf?
Yeah, I use. I think all of us, at least on the podcast right now, use one.
Yeah.
Didn't Briar just order one?
Yeah, I think he just ordered.
I think he just got one.
And I'm pretty sure we can find a quote of it a while back of going, Briar going, no, it's a cheater's controller.
Did he say that before?
He said that on a podcast. I am pretty certain that he did.
You know what
That's
Scuf
great.
really helps with? Playing Pharah in Overwatch.
Yeah, because you have to jump around like a madman.
Yeah. And like when I
nice.
play Mercy, I change my switching weapons. I take it off the D-pad and put it on one of the back paddles, so I can switch weapons better. Same with Torbjorn.
Torbjorn.
Torbjorn. I do that with his hands.
I'm Swedish.
I like them. I think they're good.
Yeah, I think they're great. I'm converted 100%. I had an Elite controller I have an Elite controller for the Xbox as well, but for some reason the sticks feel different to me, and because I switch consoles back and forth, I'm now going to get a Scuf for the Xbox as well.
Gotcha. Yeah, I like my Scuf. However, it's not a thing that, like, sure, if you want to take your game to like kind of a different level, allow you to do some more stuff easier. Yeah, Scuf can allow for it, but just getting a Scuf isn't going to make you a better player.
No, it just makes doing some things easier, like Titan skating or shade stepping and jumping away from people. Twilight Garrisoning.
Oh, Twilight Garrison's so great with the Scuf.
Yep,
the best.
So it's a hell of a lot easier to Twilight Garrison and Shade Step and Titan Skate with a Scuf. If you're a highly mobile player and you're kind of struggling, a Scuf can really help make your game more consistent. However, there's a lot of people that just go jumper layout. I mean, KJ Hovey, he uses a jumper layout on his controller.
Bumper.
Or bumper jumper, and he doesn't use a Scuf, and he's kind of good. He's kind of good.
Kind of good.
Right?
He's kind of good.
It's okay.
He's kind of good. But if there's something that you want to get that can actually improve your game, monitor. Play on a monitor. That will help. That genuinely, that's something that will actually help your game, because you have to sit closer. Sure. There's so many reasons that we've listed before, but a monitor is a really good reason to actually do that.
I use my Scuf also on Bloodborne and an Elite controller on Dark Souls 3. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I actually like it on Bloodborne.
When I'm dodging.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I'm dodging.
The
paddle is so much better to dodge.
Oh, and Division.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Division, just spamming that roll.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm going through questions here.
We didn't print them out.
Oh, we didn't print them out because like 5 minutes before the show, we're like, wait, Briar's not going to be here.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Okay. Let's see. From Brandon Wilkes, have you guys seen Civil War yet?
Nope, not yet.
No?
Yup, I have.
Yep. What'd you think?
It was really good.
It's fun. I like
really,
it.
really, really good.
No
and
spoilers.
the thing that I like most about it, without giving any spoilers at all, is that you can go in being like, I'm Team Captain America and I'm Team Iron Man, but they do such a good job of making both sides right and both sides wrong.
Nice.
It was really good. And all the cast did very well. They're all portrayed as what their characters should be portrayed as. You're not like, what? That's not something Spider-Man would say. No, it's all really good.
Cool. I enjoyed it. And if you go, you can at least if you go to a Regal cinema, you get a free, or you get a download code, and you'll be able to download Civil War, Iron Man, or Invincible Iron Man #1, Captain America #1, all digital comics. So you can start getting hooked on that crack. So
Cool.
comics are an entirely different breed.
Yeah.
Go to a local comic book store, find out if they have like a comic book day deal, and you can get like 10 comics for whatever, and like they'll package them up for you. Good comic book stores do that. It's awesome.
Nice.
I think I'm going back up to the top of the list here. Martin Horn. Hey, we had him on as a guest. With his Net Duma, he's monitoring a steady 120 ping as a green bar. Do you find that to be acceptable?
No.
I'm kind of in agreement with no.
Yeah, not a green bar. It's not awful, but it's definitely not in the good range.
Yeah.
For example, most servers on Battlefield 4 will kick you on the PC. They'll kick you if your ping is above 100.
Yeah. Yep.
That's kind of sad. You can't play with your friends from other countries.
That's true. No, yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
One of the things in Overwatch that I thought was really interesting is when I was lagging, my game sucked. Like you couldn't do anything if you started lagging, and then you would die a bunch because you were like standing in place to the enemy. But in Destiny, when you lag, the opposite happens.
Advantages.
Yeah,
It has to do with dedicated servers because Overwatch is dedicated servers.
Yep.
Dedicated servers doesn't fix everything, but it definitely makes some things better.
If someone's lagging, they're gonna suffer, not everyone else.
But then you get people being like, "Why should I suffer? Because I can't afford good internet, or I can't get good internet in my area." It's like, but why should people pay for good internet suffer? The same.
Yeah.
There's good. It's like Captain America. There's good and bad sides to both arguments.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not acceptable. Sorry.
Okay.
It should not be a green bar.
No. Screw you.
Straight up.
Get out of here.
I mean, they should be able to play the game, no doubt about that. But we shouldn't like whatever they're doing with this switching host, distributed host, whatever type of thing, where there's a fairness thing that gets kicked in with however the lag is. It is not making for an enjoyable competitive experience in the long run. Like after hours and hours and hours have been put in the game, it starts fatiguing you pretty hard. If you're just new to the game and you start playing PvP for the first time, or maybe you play a couple hours a week PvP in Destiny, you're not gonna really mind it. It's gonna be fine. So.
Yep.
And I no more questions are actually coming up on the thing, even though there are probably a bunch more. But Twitter's
there's definitely more.
There's definitely more, but I guess not allowing me to see them. So
Twitter's glitching.
Yeah, Twitter's being weird. So I'm just
rip.
Yeah. So I guess that's gonna be it for the podcast tonight. It's a short one. Briar ain't here. Not as much to talk about without our lovable little rabbit.
Yep.
Just in general, not that much to talk about.
Yeah,
we talked about a lot of Overwatch and World of Warcraft. We even delved into Hearthstone.
I'm really looking forward to not the upcoming stream, but the one after where they're like doing a PvP ride along. I think they're actually going. If I read the little blurb right, I think they're actually going to be going into the engine and like showing the maps and stuff in the engine.
That's gonna be really cool.
Like I am so looking forward to that. That's going to be a really fun week on the podcast to discuss all that stuff.
That's going to be nice.
Yeah. I'm really, because that's the type of game design that I'm really interested in. That's the type of stuff that I used to do as well, and I want to kind of get back into that. So seeing how they do it will be really fun.
Yeah,
cool.
I would love to see more stuff like that from Bungie, because Blizzard did that with Overwatch. I don't know if you guys watched those videos where it was like developer commentaries, and they did not pull any punches. They were using all the language. They weren't trying to dumb it down for anyone. It was like, if you want to know about the net code in our game and how we do all that, here you go. Here's a video for you. So they've done really well with that. I think there was some stuff on IGN about it as well. So I would definitely recommend checking that out, and I would love for more development companies to do that, because I know not everyone wants to know the gritty details of how you make stuff, but there's people out there that really genuinely want to know how you made the decisions you did or how you matchmake people. I would love that.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. I'm looking forward to some of the upcoming streams.
For sure, yeah.
Yep.
And all right, guys, that was the 70th Planet Destiny podcast, the first Overwatch podcast.
First
as
Overwatch
well.
one.
I think we talked about some other games in there, so toss those in there as well as we get into the fun times where there's not a lot to talk about or do in Destiny. We start delving into other stuff. But don't worry, we'll be back once Destiny is back too. This has been Patrick Casey. You know where to find me. At Holtzman_PD on Twitter. You can find me streaming on Twitch at Holtzman as well.
Yep. I'm Tefty. You can talk to me at Teft on Twitter. You can catch the streams I do for Planet Destiny and also on my personal channel, twitch.tv/TeftyTeft. And I got...
Don't forget Instagram.
There's
For people to
Instagram,
stalk.
Tefty Teft. That's right. I'm also on this thing, live.me, that I'm trying out this month with Planet Destiny, where it's more like video or phone vlog live type of thing. So I've been doing these like pre-streams on the phone and then doing that. Yeah.
Like I misunderstood, and like when I clicked on it last week, I was like, "Is he supposed to be
what the hell is
streaming?
this?
Like, is it done? What's going on?
Is
Are
he
you doing
doing
this
free podcast porn streams?
Yeah,
What's he doing?
Porn stream, yeah.
porn
It's bringing in a lot of
you
money,
doing-
so I'm going to have to keep doing it.
Yeah, are you
Financing
doing
that Ferrari that I've been looking at.
Are you doing a Xur stream from your phone? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, it's like I guess it's a lot like Periscope,
Yeah.
but we're
Okay.
trying it out with live.me.
Okay.
Yeah, and Memes and I have been doing it's usually like an hour to an hour and a half at most. Yeah, because my phone won't last longer than that. So.
My phone will die and then the stream will be over. So
Pretty much, it just dies. Yeah, so.
and I'm Miss 5000 Watts. You can find me on Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, YouTube. I think that's it. I think that's everything. All the same
Awesome.
things. 5000
All the
Watts,
same.
you can-
All right, guys.
Sweet.
We will see you next week, hopefully with a slightly longer show, and hopefully including a Briar Rabbit. This is the 70th episode of Plain Destiny Podcast. See you later.
Yeah.